Picture this. Formula One cars hitting 250 miles per hour on tracks that exist only in virtual reality, while real robots battle it out at 300 miles per hour on physical circuits that would liquefy a human driver's brain. Meanwhile, flying cars race through holographic checkpoints 500 feet above Monaco. Sound like science fiction? 3 of these things are already happening right now. I'm not here to clickbait you with flying DeLoreans. This video breaks down the real future of racing, from AI drivers that are already beating humans, to tracks that reshape themselves mid-race, to safety technology so advanced it's making drivers practically invincible. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which racing series will dominate the 2030s, why traditional racing might become extinct, and the shocking reason why your grandmother might soon be competing in Formula One. Plus, I'll reveal the one technology that could make every current racing car look like a horse and buggy. Here's what nobody wants to admit. Traditional car racing is slowly dying. Think about it. When's the last time you watched an entire F1 race without checking your phone? The average NASCAR race takes 3.5 hours. That's longer than most Marvel movies. Meanwhile, TikTok has trained our brains to crave entertainment every 15 seconds. But the real problem runs deeper than attention spans. Picture the 2019 Formula 2 crash at Spa. Antoine Hubert's car disintegrated at 170 miles per hour. Despite decades of safety improvements, racing drivers still face the ultimate price for entertainment. Every green flag carries a death sentence that modern audiences increasingly can't stomach. Then there's the environmental elephant in the room. While the world scrambles toward electric everything, traditional racing burns through 5,000 gallons of fuel per weekend. Formula One alone produces more carbon emissions than 10,000 average households annually. But what if technology could solve all these problems while making racing more exciting? Imagine racing where crashing at 200 miles per hour feels completely real, but nobody dies. Welcome to the virtual racing revolution that's already reshaping motorsports. Picture this. Drivers strapped into motion simulators so advanced they experience 4G forces, sweat from real heat, and feel every bump on the track. Their virtual cars race on circuits that could never exist in reality. Think loops like Hot Wheels tracks, gravity-defying corkscrews, and surfaces that transform from ice to lava mid-race. The crazy part? Millions already watch virtual racing. The 2020 F1 Virtual Grand Prix Series drew 30 million viewers, more than some real races. Professional drivers like Max Verstappen spend more time in simulators than real cars, honing skills that transfer directly to physical racing. But here's where it gets wild. AI drivers are entering virtual racing. These aren't simple video game bots. They're learning algorithms that study every racing line, every tire compound, every weather condition. Some have already beaten professional human drivers in head-to-head virtual competitions. The question isn't whether virtual racing will grow, it's whether physical racing will survive. What happens when the car becomes faster than the driver's reflexes? Meet Robo-Rush, where driverless cars hit 200 miles per hour around real tracks, making split-second decisions no human brain could process. Picture sleek, shark-like vehicles with no cockpits, no roll cages, just pure aerodynamic perfection. Their electric motors generate instant torque, launching them from 0-60 in under 2 seconds. But here's the mind-bender. These AI drivers never get tired, never make emotional decisions, never choke under pressure. They process millions of data points per second: tire temperature, wind direction, track grip levels, competitor positions. Every turn is calculated to mathematical perfection. The current land speed record for autonomous vehicles? 175 miles per hour, set by a modified Audi RS7. But engineers predict AI racing cars could theoretically reach speeds that would be instantly fatal to humans. We're talking about racing that transcends human physical limitations entirely. Yet somehow, this creates a new problem nobody saw coming. Racing without human drama is like pizza without cheese. Technically possible, but why would you want it? Here's what happened when researchers showed racing fans 2 identical races, one with human drivers, one with AI. Even when the AI racing was objectively more precise and faster, 89% preferred watching humans. Why? Because we don't just watch racing for speed. We watch for stories, rivalries, comebacks, and heart-stopping mistakes. Think about legendary racing moments. Ayrton Senna crying in his cockpit, Dale Earnhardt's final victory lap, Lewis Hamilton's impossible rain drives. These emotional peaks can't be programmed into algorithms, but the industry found a brilliant solution: hybrid racing. Picture Formula One cars where human drivers handle strategy and racecraft, while AI systems manage perfect gear shifts, optimal braking points, and tire preservation. The human provides the heart. The AI provides superhuman precision. Some series are even experimenting with assistance modes. Imagine drivers getting AI help for the boring parts, like traffic navigation, while maintaining full control during wheel-to-wheel battles. This hybrid approach unlocks possibilities that sound impossible. What if crashes became completely survivable at any speed? The future of racing safety reads like science fiction becoming reality. Picture impact-absorbing foam that hardens instantly upon collision, redistributing 200 miles per hour impacts across the entire car structure. Imagine helmets with built-in AI that detect concussions in real time and automatically slow the car to a safe stop. Advanced racing suits now contain cooling systems that prevent heat stroke, impact sensors that trigger automatic medical responses, and even basic life support systems. Some prototypes include exoskeletons that brace drivers' bodies during extreme G-forces, allowing humans to survive accelerations that would normally cause blackouts. The most exciting development? Predictive crash systems. Using radar, LiDAR, and AI analysis, future racing cars will detect potential accidents 3 to 5 seconds before they happen. Imagine cars that automatically steer away from danger or deploy protective barriers around vulnerable drivers. IndyCar's new aeroscreen technology already deflects 250+ miles per hour debris impacts. The next generation will create invisible force fields using electromagnetic deflection, essentially Star Trek shields for racing cars. But the real game changer isn't about making crashes safer. It's about preventing them entirely. Imagine racing circuits that rebuild themselves between laps. Future racing tracks will make current circuits look prehistoric. Picture surfaces embedded with millions of microsensors, monitoring tire grip in real time, and automatically adjusting track temperature and texture for optimal racing. Rain? The track surface instantly adapts to channel water away from racing lines. Some experimental tracks feature modular sections that physically reshape during races. Imagine Turn 1 at Monaco suddenly becoming a high-speed sweeper, or Eau Rouge at Spa inverting into a gravity-defying loop. Drivers would need to master tracks that literally evolve lap by lap. The most ambitious project? Floating racing circuits on the ocean, where wave motion adds a constantly changing variable. Picture Formula One cars navigating not just corners, but surfaces that tilt and shift with ocean swells. Environmental integration takes this further. Tracks that generate energy from passing cars, surfaces made from recycled racing tires, and circuits that double as wildlife corridors when races aren't running. And then there's the technology that changes everything we know about speed itself. What's faster than the fastest racing car? The same car, but weightless. Magnetic levitation racing, or maglev racing, represents the ultimate evolution of motorsports. Picture cars that float inches above magnetic tracks, eliminating tire friction entirely. Without rubber contact patches limiting speed, these vehicles could theoretically reach airplane velocities while maintaining precise control. Early prototypes already exist. Japanese engineers have created small-scale maglev racing vehicles that hit 200 miles per hour on test tracks barely larger than football fields. Scale this up to full-size racing cars on mile-long circuits, and you're looking at speeds approaching 400+ miles per hour. The best part? Maglev cars can't crash in traditional ways. Magnetic fields provide natural collision avoidance. Cars literally repel each other when they get too close. Racing lines become three-dimensional as vehicles can adjust their height above the track surface. But even maglev might seem slow compared to the next breakthrough. Plasma propulsion racing, where cars use controlled mini-explosions for thrust, potentially reaching speeds that would make current F1 cars look stationary. Yet speed isn't the only revolution coming to racing. Remember when I mentioned your grandmother competing in Formula One? Here's how. Physical limitations have always defined racing participation. You needed perfect vision, lightning reflexes, incredible strength, and the fearlessness of youth. Future racing technology obliterates these barriers. Exoskeleton racing suits can provide superhuman strength to drivers with physical disabilities. Brain-computer interfaces allow drivers to control cars with pure thought, Reaction times become literally instantaneous. Age becomes irrelevant when AI systems handle the physical demands, while human experience guides strategy. Some experimental racing series already feature equalizer technology, systems that level the playing field by giving each driver identical AI assistance, making races purely about tactical thinking rather than physical capability. Virtual reality takes this further. A 70-year-old grandmother in Ohio could compete directly against a 25-year-old professional driver in Monaco, both experiencing identical physical sensations through haptic feedback suits. The only difference would be their racing strategies and decision-making skills. This democratization of racing creates opportunities nobody imagined. Racing is about to become the ultimate spectator sport. Literally, imagine watching a race from inside the driver's helmet through VR, feeling every vibration, hearing every radio communication, experiencing every G-force. Future racing broadcasts will offer multiple perspective options. Watch from the cockpit, float above the track like a drone, or even see the race from the car's AI perspective, complete with tactical overlays and predictive racing lines. Augmented reality transforms track attendance. Point your phone at any car and instantly see real-time telemetry, speed, tire temperatures, fuel levels, even the driver's heart rate. Holographic displays above the track show racing lines, overtaking probability percentages, and collision risk assessments. Interactive betting reaches new levels where spectators influence race outcomes through smartphone voting, perhaps choosing which AI assistance modes drivers can use, or voting on track configuration changes during caution periods. Some series experiment with fan driver positions, where social media followers can remotely pilot one car in the field, democratizing professional racing participation. But here's the twist that makes all this technology meaningful. Future racing won't just be carbon neutral, it'll actively heal the planet. Picture racing cars powered by atmospheric carbon extraction, vehicles that literally clean the air as they race. Advanced biofuel systems use algae grown in trackside facilities, creating closed-loop energy cycles where racing actually removes pollution from the environment. Solar panel integration in track surfaces generates massive renewable energy. The Monaco Grand Prix circuit could power half the city for a year using energy collected during race weekend. Some futuristic track designs double as giant wind farms, with car-generated air currents spinning turbines beneath the racing surface. Racing becomes a testing ground for everyday transportation technology. Battery innovations developed for electric racing cars directly improve consumer vehicles. Aerodynamic discoveries reduce energy consumption in passenger cars. Safety systems pioneered on racetracks prevent accidents on highways. The coolest concept? Racing series where faster, more efficient driving wins. Not just speed, but energy management, minimal environmental impact, and maximum sustainability. Winners would be determined by complex algorithms weighing speed, efficiency, and ecological benefit. This brings us to the ultimate question about racing's future. Despite all this technology, the heart of racing remains beautifully, stubbornly human. Here's what every advancement in racing technology ultimately serves: creating better stories. Faster cars make for more exciting battles. Safer technology allows drivers to push limits previously unimaginable. AI assistance levels playing fields, making victory dependent on strategy and courage rather than equipment advantages. The future racing driver becomes part athlete, part strategist, part entertainer. They'll master not just vehicle control, but human psychology, crowd interaction, and technological integration. Racing personalities will matter more than ever as pure speed becomes democratized through technology. Think about it. When every car is capable of perfection, human imperfection becomes the most valuable commodity. The driver who makes the brilliant tactical decision, takes the calculated risk, or executes the impossible overtake becomes legendary precisely because machines can't replicate that spark of inspiration. Future racing celebrates human creativity amplified by technology, not replaced by it. The most advanced AI will serve human ambition, not eliminate it. And that leads us to racing's most exciting possibility. What if the future of racing isn't about choosing between technology and tradition, but combining the best of everything? Picture the ultimate racing series of 2035. Human drivers in AI-assisted cars racing on adaptive tracks, broadcast through immersive VR to global audiences who can influence certain race elements in real time. Safety technology makes crashes spectacular but harmless. Environmental systems make racing carbon negative. Accessibility technology allows anyone, anywhere to compete at the highest levels. Traditional racing doesn't disappear. It evolves into something more exciting, more inclusive, more sustainable, and infinitely more entertaining. Classic series like Formula One and NASCAR adapt these technologies gradually, preserving their heritage while embracing their future. The real magic happens in variety. Sunday might feature traditional Formula One racing, while Wednesday showcases autonomous AI battles, and Friday evening presents virtual reality championships where grandparents compete alongside teenage prodigies from opposite sides of the planet. Racing becomes less about the fastest car and more about the most compelling story. Technology serves human drama instead of replacing it, so what does this mean for you as a racing fan? The future of racing isn't something that happens to us, it's something we're creating together. Every time you watch a virtual race, support electric racing series, or engage with racing technology, you're voting for this future. The choices racing fans make today determine whether we get boring, soulless automation or thrilling, human-centered technological advancement. Here's your homework. Pick one future racing technology mentioned in this video and research it further. Find a virtual racing series and watch one event. Try a racing simulator if you can find one. Engage with the future of racing instead of just observing it. The most exciting part? We're living through the greatest transformation in racing history. In 20 years, you'll tell your kids about the ancient days when cars had manual transmissions and humans had to physically steer around every corner. But those kids will be too busy preparing for their weekend racing competition against AI drivers from Mars to pay much attention to your old stories. What aspect of future racing excites you most? Drop a comment below, hit that subscribe button for more motorsports evolution content, and buckle up. The future of racing is going to be one incredible ride.